fuck is your head, mate? Oh, happy! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Void. We kind of left off on quite a note last time, didn't we? I know I've been fiddling around with my audio settings while I was editing. It sounded like overall everything was just a little too quiet. And honestly, I could probably do better to project my voice a little bit more while I'm playing this game. That's kind of a problem I tend to have. I tend to mumble, especially when I don't really have like anything meaningful to say. Right now it is 10 minutes to midnight, because that's how I roll. So we left off with the introduction of a couple of brothers. They won't be the only ones we'll be seeing. So the brothers are probably going to be the freakiest bits in this game. Just a fair warning. Nothing I can't stomach. Anyway. Okay, we are not looking too hot. We're just barely surviving on a reserve of gold. Pretty sure we were just trying to pass all the amber out of our system, out of our memory.
Is there no one who will bring us comfort? There's nobody here. Nobody.
Cool. It's been a hot minute since the last time I actually opened up this game, so in spite of all the editing work I've been doing, I don't have the best memory retention for what I was actually up to, or what my plans were, if any. Well, first things first, before I get to planting any trees, I want to take some inventory. I'm just gonna quickly count the number of trees in this garden. I think this tree is just for decoration. Odd as that sounds. If there's 10 trees and I'm already using half of them, I'll be honest, I might not want to plant this little stash of amber I have just yet. I think better yet, I might be better off maybe putting it into a shrub in one of the reservations. I suppose I'll head to Firefly.
You're almost depleted.
Behold the balloon man. Three brothers from these three chambers. All from Sister Death. I think that's just a coincidence.
I sense two hiding here. I can hear them.
I'm gonna have to be cautious while I do my business here. What do I tell ya? Like clockwork. Ah! Oh.
life of a man is a chain of voids, and the lifetime of each void is short. Color runs out, the soul leaves, everything falls into slumber.
Well, hooray! That was our first death in the game. It's only been 5 cycles. I probably could have planned that out a bit better. I can't be sure exactly how many ticks I'll be able to last.
You're almost depleted.
Yep. Nothing we haven't seen already. Oh my. Okay, yeah, that's depleting fast. Okay. Yeah, no wonder it only took 1 blow. How about this? Oh, wow, literally just 1 droplet. If I didn't die from the bat, I would have died as soon as I left the chamber. Surely. Just for the sake of survivability. So I can actually take a goddamn hit. Or not. I'm a little bit speedier now. Okay, where's this ledge? There it is. Okay. There we are. Honestly, that might be the best I can do for the moment. Still got 20 amber left though, and I know I won't have to wait long before the next cycle. Damn, I died before the cycle. Ooh.
I am the color of
What a neat little treat. Okay. Take the azure out. I'm sure I'll be able to take some of the shrub deposits as soon as the cycle comes around. Here we go. No comment from Sister Death. That makes me nervous. I was down to 1 droplet again. Damn. I'm sure they're still here. Yep, there's one. How dare you? Oh, there's the other one. Man, double team me? You fucking thought? Better make this quick. Yep.
witches will come to you soon.
I probably should have checked the top floor too before I leapt down to the ledge. I want to see if there's possibly any gold to siphon. Oh, it's way over there. Nope, nothing. I came up here for nothing. Really need to make my way over to the garden now, though. Well, I wonder who was speaking just then. I feel I can wager a guess. It should be enough to get me over to the garden. Hi? Oh, you're approaching me? He's speeding right along.
I speak for all brothers, young one. Listen carefully and heed our words. We are happy that you have appeared. Very happy. You do not have the right to be called Keeper yet, but we already think of you as our little brother. We are proud of you and glad that you ascended. But until you have learned and followed the commandments and seen the revelation, you are an enemy. One mistake and you could ruin everything. And if you act, we will execute you. For now you must wait. Study diligently and follow the commandments, and your apprenticeship will be a blink in time. We will accept you into the Brotherhood of the Righteous and hold a feast in your honor. Rejoice, for soon your first mentor will greet you.
Commandments. Through their righteousness, the brothers proved they were worthy of a place in the void. The brothers climbed up from the depths, from a realm where color is unheard of, where the mind itself denies color's existence. Their act of faith was great, and it earned them their paradise. And here they saw Lympha of color, their image of a powerful god. There is no greater reward for a true believer than to become the keeper of heaven. The brothers have surely earned their reward, and the power of their law is now nearly infinite. Well,
You're almost depleted. You're dying.
if his words were anything to go by, it seems like maybe, no. It seems like our little scheme with Sister Death seems to be bearing fruit. For the most part, it seems as though they're convinced I am a fellow brother. Whether that remains to be that much of a good thing, I suppose we'll have to wait and see. The brother we spoke to, he had upwards of 3 different, lances. One just plunged straight into his chest. Was that maybe the Mantid? We'll probably start to learn who the rest are in due time. Oh, I want to save as much gold as I can. I might only be able to savor it for so long. Might have to get a move on opening Ava's hearts. Hopefully, maybe she has a garden that we can use. I need to use this azure for something too. Just not sure what yet. Aside from gold, even if it's just a drop higher than azure, the one color we have the most of is amber, and I find that a bit too risky. We might have to already exhaust what little crimson we've been able to come across.
You're almost depleted. You're dying.
here's some gold. Gold! Glorious gold! And a fuck ton of azure, too. That's peculiar. Ah, that's a relief. Well, insofar, it doesn't seem like any predators have moved in. Ooh, amber. I'm starting to ache for a bit of emerald, too.
Don't fear death, boy. Don't fear death. There is no death in the void.
Oh goodness. On two separate fronts, we are almost full to bursting with azure. Is there even enough room to take from this tree? Yeah. Oh. It appears my memory is overflowing. So... oh, there is a predator. I'm not happy about that. Not much emerald left over, but I know it's risky to be using color like this, but I need to use it for something. I can't just let it sit. I've been too cautious.
Drop by drop. That's how life slips away.
We'll have to get used to the brothers starting to talk to me now.
I will give you the power.
God, there's so much.
Riches will come to you soon. I'll be your guiding light.
So much azure.
I will bring you.
We still have so much. Seems we'll have to kind of take this lesson to heart. Can't just hold on to a color for too long. There's a lot of violet and amber over in Pharynx. Maybe we should go take a look. Another brother?
Whoever you are, you acted recklessly and vainly. You wasted precious color. You ruined the Nameless Sisters' chambers. But, worst of all, you almost woke the murderer that lives inside her. You must fix this criminal mistake. Rip her heart out and make her as she was before. You have one cycle to do this. Just one, do you hear? Then lie still in the void and humbly wait for us to decide your fate. Because right now, we don't like you one bit.
Oh dear. It appears we haven't been able to convince all of them. Let's take a look at the journal. Having found out that the sister quenched her thirst with color, the guardians were enraged. They demand to visit her and rip one of her hearts out before the end of this cycle. It's meaningless to resist the brothers now. You don't stand a chance against them. There's no other way out. Let's take a look at the brothers. So these are just logs of what the various brothers will tell us. And from the looks of it, there are so many others. Montgolfier. That's the balloon man. Whaler's the one that gave us this ultimatum. If I'm to briefly break immersion for a second. Down here we have Doppelganger. A new righteous brother is about to rise into the void. Everything points to it, including the appearance of a new sister, the behavior of colors, and numerous omens and signs. Who do they believe you to be, young one? Whose place have you taken, guest? In actuality, the Doppelganger is a leftover from game development that just kind of sneaked its way in here, and it doesn't play a role in anything. Just so you know. Have just a little look around. Can y'all see that? There's some pulsating amber on the wall over there. How peculiar. Oh! And there's violet pulsing right here. We can't do anything about it right now, it seems. We might need to find a glyph or something. There's a predator right over there. See ya. Is there absolutely nothing to grab in terms of sprigs or anything? I don't think so. Yep, it seems like all the color here is trapped inside these walls. Which, considering that this is a mine, those are probably like ore veins. There's a ledge down there. Well, while we're here, if there's nothing else to do, let's follow the light. Where might this lead? So for all intents and purposes, this little area is just an Easter egg. It doesn't have any major significance to the void. I'm tempted to say, but I can't confirm because I haven't played it myself. But if I remember correctly, this sandbox, or you know, things around this area are supposed to be references to Ice Pick Lodge's other cult classic, Pathologic. So, for anybody who's played Pathologic, maybe this might seem more familiar to you. But it means virtually nothing to me. Oopsie. Well, with nothing more to do, I suppose the only logical course of action is to go see Sister Death. The mantid is just hovering right over her chamber. It's me again. I wish I could say I came by with better tidings, but, well,
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I didn't know. I will tear out the heart you opened in me. Take it, so they won't dare to touch you. You must act differently and be twice as careful. Don't anger them, and don't offer me any more color. I won't be able to refuse it, and will have to allow you to pass. You should not go any farther. I know the hearts and colors are there, and your Ola is dying there. But don't. It's better you live than Ola. Go, and be a good apprentice.
Torch. This glyph charges the air with color, lighting the creator's path in the dark. The more color that is used to draw the glyph, the farther the light will shine. A second use of the glyph disperses the illumination.
finally another heart. Another glyph. It's just a shame that we had to gain it under such dire circumstances. But from the looks of it, it seems as though both of the hearts that we've opened are still open. That might just be a little bit of a gameplay narrative dissonance. If only just for the sake of maintaining progress. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm going to have to pass more amber into my system if I have any chance of feeding Ava. This heart holds 50. 50 whole drops. That's not too shabby. It can hold all of the 45 amber that we currently have. She mentioned Ole. Is that another sister? Maybe that was the sister we saw in that vision. The one who's waiting for us. Well, what now? We just wait? We didn't have a chance to look into this reservation. Pangolin. Something about that chamber gives me a bad feeling, though. Something tells me I might not want to head over there right away. But maybe we can head back to Heathen. Hopefully with a more fruitful venture this time around. Mantid.
Young one, I'm not even sure I can call you that. Your appearance here has caused a rift in our brotherhood. Many brothers don't trust you, feel you're a threat to us. A threat of death to the sleeper. Can't you see he's very sick, everyone? A strange powerlessness plagues him. He's dying of apathy. So they demand you be thrown down into the night pit. But there were brothers who took your side and stood up for you. They proposed that you be tested. I, the Manted, the Elder One, listened to both sides and decided to give you a chance. You will be given 3 trials, and this is the first. Prove that you know how to manipulate color. Color is evaporating at this very moment from the walls of 2 mines, Pharynx and Bastion. Preserve it. It won't be easy, but I'll give you a glyph. You must do the rest.
Thank you.
Expose. This glyph is the first of 2 steps necessary to produce color in the mines. When used, Expose shoots a charge into the rock, attempting to break through the crust and expose the vein of color at that location. When the deposit has been revealed, a second glyph, Extract, can be used to pull the color from the vein.
Uh-huh. Well, that's a part of it at least. We do have access to Pharynx. Do we have a time limit? Manted, the eldest of the Guardians, wants to test the guest before he's accepted as an apprentice. You need to guess what to do with the color that appeared in the mines recently, Pharynx and Bastion. Negligence is unacceptable. The brothers will take your color unless you do this. You have 4 cycles. 4 cycles. So we do have a little bit of time to kill. A mycelium creature. Touch its trunk with color, it will start singing. Attracted by its song, spawns will emerge. They'll be staying outside until the song ends, and you can collect them. The more color you put in the mycelium, the longer its song will last. Well, I do have a plethora of azure. How many drops does? 25. I do know there's at least a couple of shrubs around here. And those things. There's 3 of them? Oh, here's a shrub.
Die because of this.
I've been doing good so far, I think. They're bulky, and they're slow, but they're persistent. Did it see me? Oh, it's right next to the other shrub. I'm not sure what they're called, but I think because they're so big and vaguely round, the first thing that comes to my mind is a bear, so I think I'm just gonna call them bears. Honestly, 2 bears I can tolerate, but 3? Well, that was an interesting development.
You will die because of this.
Silver. Our first droplet of silver. Let's have a look. Silver is the color of miracles and magic, the color of insanity, the color of passionate states, the color of an earned reward. This color has a strong shade of surprise to it. Its gift is luck. The more silver you have inside you, the better chance you will have in random events. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I suppose, all things considered, this was a worthwhile investment of time and color. Off to the mines, I suppose. Or mine. Nearly all the amber is filtered out. I suppose I'll have to be careful how much I spend at a time. If I needed to feed Ava, then... But silver... I know Uda liked silver. A bit too little too late at this point. Well, maybe not. Oh, we have exactly 25 emerald. Alright then, pharynx.
My love, this won't be easy. Even if you expose a deposit, color won't flow out by itself. You have to lure it out.
That was something that's been lingering in the back of my head. Everything points to this being a two-step process. But
There's another one. Over there.
we can't draw the color out even like this. Well, regardless.
There's another one.
That's how life slips away.
The voices of the brothers are constantly reprimanding us for the use of our glyphs. I suppose that's to be expected. We are just an apprentice after all. They don't like when color gets wasted. And most of them don't trust us in the first place. This is kind of a tricky angle.
Stop, that's enough. Something is wrong. They asked you to collect color, but you're doing the opposite. You need to gather it from the open wounds before it disappears. But I don't know how. Maybe one of the elder sisters knows.
No thanks. Well, who might have the knowledge we need? You should visit one of the elder sisters, Ava or Uda. One of them knows how to collect the color. It seems a bit presumptuous. We're mostly just kind of going on kind of a vibe. Between Ava or Uda, I don't think Ava would be the sort of person to really have our interests in mind. She seems mostly self-driven. Uda has been only really skeptical of us, but I think between the two, Uda would probably be more reliable, right? Couldn't hurt to pop in and check. pass through the silver while we have it. Hello again, loneliest sister. Loneliest that we know of. It's kind of curious. Uda's colors are emerald and silver. When I look at these droplets, I see the emerald, but I also see some azure. And every so often it almost seems like I see amber too. Kinda have to wonder what that's about. But we have more important business to attend to.
It sickens me the way the brutal brothers are humiliating you. They should have just killed you instead of being such righteous hypocrites. Do you really think you're taking a test to join their brotherhood? The trials you'll be given are impossible. I know what they asked you to do, and I will help, but this is the last time. This heart will allow you to collect color that is trapped in rock. Extract. This glyph is used to extract color from veins in the mines, provided the veins have already been revealed by the expose glyph. When used, the extract glyph animates pure rock and fires it in the shape of a harpoon. When the harpoon hits an exposed vein, color begins to drain out toward the point the harpoon was fired from. These veins of color, just like the trees in the gardens, produce color gradually, often for several cycles.
Oh, that's cute. Start with a triangle, and now you have to draw 2 triangles. Interesting. Well, thank you, Uda. This helps us a lot, although probably could have done without the comment of the brothers just killing us. I do feel a little bad just, you know, taking your help for nothing. So, I do have a little bit of emerald to spare. Just a little bit. I would give more, but I'm not really loaded with gold at the moment. I hope that whatever you're looking for in that moon, you're able to see it. Right. Off to business.
Do not be tempted by hearts, and do not be hasty. Everything has its time and place. Devouring more than you're supposed to is taboo.
I'm not sure about the taboo part, but there's certainly consequences that can come out of it. If my azure is anything to go by. Might as well. Okay. Haha! At the beginning of next cycle, we'll finally have our first taste of violet. And I think from that point forward, we will have gained access to each one of the colors. All 7. The abundance of amber is quite a relief, too. Oh! No, thanks. Here. Yeah. Yeah, you're so peeved. Yeah, you can't deal with it. This isn't the same one, is it? Sheesh. Getting a little tired of these things, but, you know, the avoidance strategy has been working pretty alright for me. Okay. And there we have it. That's pharynx in the bag. Bastion must be one of Ava's chambers, so we don't have access to it yet. Okay. Some inklings of color in the fog garden, but I think we need to prioritize. God, they look like little geysers. 67 drops. That's quite a lot, don't you know? And we just siphon it so quickly. 99! 99 violet. Well, let's have a look. Our final color. Violet, the color of secrets, the color of an anxious, uneasy charm, and of concern. An inquisitive, unkind, and suspicious color. Just like silver, violet is ethereal. Its gift is inspiration. The more violet you have inside you, the less color you will need to bring life to inanimate matter. In kind of a roundabout way, that means the more violet I have in my system, the less color I need to completely fill up any sorts of trees I plant. Is quite invaluable. Jumper. Oh, he's taking the initiative. I almost respect it. God, this is so much amber. We're pretty much full now. Goodness. It does mean we have to convert all of that into our palette. Hmm. 106 drops. Need at least a little violet into my palette to kind of get the ball rolling. Such is how it is when it comes to using color. This does mean I won't be able to travel not using any color anymore. I mean, I could always just empty out my palette, but broadly speaking, yeah, I can't even see which chambers are which. There's a fuck ton of azure over in Pangolin, but again, I don't really want to head over there just yet. Don't feel too comfy about it. I think for the most part, it just comes down to waiting for more color to filter through. So color does make travel in the void a lot faster, though. It's just a bit less convenient. Okay, I would like to not interact with the bears, if at all possible. No bueno. Well, this works. It's pretty much all I needed, I think. I am one droplet from being completely full. I don't feel particularly comfy doing this, but we need to feed Ava. A 100% metabolism. You can see the veins in our hearts just engorged with rich color. I'm gonna hold on to the remaining violet, though. Right. I suppose in preparation we might as well make our way over to Ava's chamber. How are we looking? We got all the violet out. $103 droplets plus 50 violet. It's not too shabby, I think. I have 91 gold. I think I'll wait just a little bit longer. 116. Yeah. Before I forget, yeah, 90% trust. My mind keeps wanting to pin down exactly what kind of cultural inspiration a lot of this decor pulls from. I think most people's first instinct would be like almost Egyptian, but it doesn't seem quite right. Maybe something like Mediterranean almost. Definitely harkens to kind of a more rustic, ancient feel.
I know you were ordered to collect the golden apples. Pay me in amber or violet, or I won't let you pass. And don't be scared. If you open just one heart, the whaler will forgive you. Come on. I'm waiting and hungry.
Well, They say first impressions are everything, and the Whaler does not strike me as somebody who seems particularly forgiving. Nevertheless, I do have a trial to do.
I don't want to rot in this corpse anymore. How long can one exist, yet not live? How long can one sleep while rotting alive? Tell us, how can we keep color forever, so it's always plentiful? You know, don't you? Who else, if not you?
Why do you expect anything from me? I'm very fresh to this void. I've come to know some of the ins and outs, sure, but only because other people have been telling me. And I have a feeling not everybody has been completely honest with me. Because honestly, some of the rules seem to contradict each other. I'm only out here doing the best I can with what I do know how to do. Definitely not beating the sultry vibes.
Did you see me cast off some of my chains? Color gives us strength. Free me from these bonds, Golden Eyes. Your reward will be more than generous. So, you want to get past me into the mine to serve Master Color? And how were you hoping to do that, Golden Eyes? Could Uta have given you the heart already? I don't believe it. Uta wouldn't lift a finger for you. Poor thing has a hard time as it is, but then the Manted has no sense of humor at all.
A little bit catty, she is. It does seem as though I don't really know entirely what Uta is or isn't willing or capable of doing. In spite of everything, it does seem like she has some convictions. Meanwhile, I still know quite little about where your convictions lie. Right, so we should have access to Bastion now. Still a hell of a lot of amber to pass. Maybe it's just because I've been trying to play more cautiously, all things considered, but with what little access I have to the Void at present, or even to the other sisters by extension, it almost feels like trying to pass through and use up so much amber at once. It almost feels premature. But then I suppose the Void doesn't really care what I have to think. It gives me what it's willing to give me, and no more, no less. On to the mine, then. there's also a garden. The caves. That's good to know. I do just kind of want to let more Azure pass through my system so I have some to use. Sooner or later I might have to end up using more colors anyway, even if I don't really feel good about it. I would like to get some crimson flowing, as little as I've been able to find. Hopefully with what violet we have at our disposal, maybe it'll prove beneficial for the latest garden.
See that spot in the rocks where you can see color? That's a deposit. Break the rocks in that place, if you have the strength.
Getting sandwiched in. I was hoping maybe I could be fast enough. That's a heart right there. And it only figures it's surrounded by predators. It does make me think, though. I remember Sister Death saying that predators were a sign that a sister's realm is diseased. The fact that there are so many here in one of Ava's chambers, I have to wonder what that says about Ava.
Magnet. This glyph creates a flying golem out of animated soil and rocks. The magnet golem is able to attract heavy objects and hold onto them for a period of time. The more color the golem is charged with, the heavier the object it can attract and the longer it can hold the object.
Figures that magnet is a big G. Get it, like gravity. It pulls things in. What is going on here? Well, that's a brother we haven't met yet. Good thing I came down here. On the other hand, Now I'm stuck with the bears. Or perhaps... Or perhaps... Or perhaps not. It's quite the locale, though. Quite striking architecture. What color can I use? I've filtered out all the silver, but I already have so little. And one of the jumpers is coming.
There's another one. Over there.
Kind of a rush job. I don't want that jumper getting any ideas. Okay. Speaking of silver, that is a vein right over there. I knew I came in here knowing there was a whole ton of amber, which would be good to feed Ava with. Still a bit unsure what to do about all the silver, though. I have so little Nerva as it is. I only have 3 drops. Maybe I can just pop out briefly. Just wait out for a little bit.
The brothers will try to ravage your gardens. If you see one heading there, beat him to it and protect your investment. Try to find something you can use as a trap, like a spike of rock. If you animate it with color, it will turn into a formidable weapon. When the keeper enters the garden, the trap will wound him and chase him away.
Oh dear. So the brothers will try to feed off of any gardens they find. Brilliant. I'm gonna go pay a visit to the garden. See if there's anything I can plant over this way.
Wait, Golden Eyes. I'll teach you. Open your soul and show me your hearts.
Huh?
See? Each color grants you its gift. One will protect you. Another grants you luck, and the third makes you a formidable foe. The more of a color you have in one of your hearts, the stronger its gift will shine, and the stronger that ability will be in you. But only while that color is in your body. My favorite, Violet, gives inspiration. Before you give color to a tree in the gardens, fill yourself with Violet. You'll need much less color to wake it completely.
Well, it is a good thing that she reminded us. That's all I have at the moment. Let's take a look around. This must be the trap that she referred to earlier. It'll take 40 drops of color to activate. I counted 6 trees. I still want to be careful about how much I plant at a time.
Drop by drop. That's how life slips away.
That is very bright.
You're wasting your soul.
I don't think I have quite enough crimson to really do anything with it. Unfortunate. Just a little bit of gold. I'll be back in due time. There's not much amber to pass through now. I still have some left, but then if I want any hope of feeding Ava, then it's honestly leaving me little choice. Phooey.
You're almost depleted. You're dying.
Right then. Again, I'm not really left with too many options. But I passed all the gold out of my system, so that's all I was really hoping for. Wait. Gotta use what I can.
Remember I told you about the magic of Violet? Well, silver does the opposite. The more silver there is in you, the less damage you'll do to a sister's realm.
Kind of wish I got that heads up a bit sooner. But oh well. Better late than never. Yeah, if I can only last long enough to be able to get into the next cycle. I think that's all that's really gonna matter. There we go. There's crimson over in Pharynx. Oh my. Oh, those are literal hearts. This dude seems to know how to make a grand entrance. Right. Well, I'll collect what I can.
I will teach you discipline.
$58 silver, very nice. 107 gold. Man. is so much, it's too much to even draw at once. Well, I will have a reliable supply of trust for the near future. 72 Azure. Quite respectable. For what little I actually had at my disposal. Well, I certainly have more to spare now. It's not much, but I'd best save what I can. There we are. Let's head back to Bastion and see. Oh, it's because of the flow of time, right. Yep, there's a lot of amber over there, as expected. Just a touch disturbing that that's how a crow sounds in slow motion.
There's another one over there.
Yeah. Oh my. Should have remembered that first vein right at the entrance. Maybe I can just kind of pop out and then pop back in real quick. Sure enough. Okay. This is a weird angle. Is that all then? Do I just need to... Oh! Hello! Hop goes the jumper. There is a long way around at least. Just gotta be sure I don't poke the bears. Cool. Everybody's cool. Ah, fuck! Oh, I forgot about the bats. God. Don't punish me for having silliness and whimsy. What kind of video game is this? I want to pay a little visit over to Pharynx. And once I do, I will wrap things up.
When you are full of azure, you will move twice as fast.
I am well aware. Thankfully, it seems all the crimson has manifested as little sprigs. It appears as though the previous veins have disappeared, though.
What the hell did you just say?
Glad to finally get more tastes of crimson, though.
I will bring you. I am the color of your...
49 droplets. Not bad. I do want to be careful about the timing in which I plant certain colors into the trees. Kind of just checking around up here, see if there are any sprigs to grab. Nope. Howdy, neighbor. Lovely day for a stroll, innit? Why did I say that with an American accent? I think there was really only scarce little bits of crimson here and there. Still 50 droplets, that's nothing to scoff at. Probably best go visit Fog. Try and collect any color I can around here. Still the bat flapping around. Quite a fair share of gold from this tree. Probably planted it more recently. Like I said, I haven't brought up this game in a hot moment. So far, that's 2 trees that have 0 returns, despite it coming over into a new cycle. I'm starting to think those trees are probably not going to be too useful for a little while. What other brothers have shown up? Tyrant and Triumphator. Swap that out for crimson. I'm almost full on gold. I'm hesitant to use gold for a similar role that I've been using Azure. Just as purely utility. But Nerva is Nerva. And if it really bothers me so much, I could probably find some shrubs. And maybe just a little bit. I think that will be all for this episode. Thanks for joining me again on this journey through the void. I will mention that you can usually count on the alternate versions of these episodes to be released before the official, public versions. Just because the latter versions, they tend to take more work in video editing. It just occurred to me this is probably going to be a longer episode again. Fuck. Oh well. I hope you have time and patience. But we are making progress. We have access to all 7 colors. We're starting to interact with the brothers, for better or worse. And from the looks of it, it doesn't even seem like all the brothers have properly shown up yet. We can only pray that not too many of them see us in an unfavorable light. They are pretty nasty looking, not gonna lie though. Well, that is all I have for this episode then. Don't know when I'll get around to recording the next episode. I'll do my best to slim down this episode to only the crucial bits. And I hope that you're also enjoying the illustrations that I'm making. I put quite a bit of effort into them. I will also note there are going to be little moments, particularly like with Ole's little vision, like her little moment there where she reached out to us. I'm deciding I'm going to draw like small little vignettes for those little moments because they're pretty major in the broader scheme of this game. Anyway, that's all I got. My heart and apparently my eyes are full of gold in the hopes and the confidence that you will have a great time zone. Oh yeah, swimmy!